it didn't just get in them; they prepared themselves to put that. And you know what I'm saying? And so it's there for when they need it. And when they got to replenish, then they go do what they got to do. So it's like, what are you preparing for your next season? Even though you may not even know what that looks like, even though you may not even know what it is, but what the thing is, are you prepared to grow? Are you prepared to receive what you want to come into your life? A lot of y'all want relationships that you ain't even ready for.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop Motivated Apparel and grab yourself some Motivated Apparel today.
Hey, yo, world, what up? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success podcast. I'm your host, Mike Mariner, a.k.a. the Shift Motivator. And we're glad to be joined with you guys on tonight. Blueprint Nation, stand up. How y'all doing? Welcome back from the Thanksgiving holidays as we get ready to wrap up another year. So we're blessed to be with you guys on tonight. So y'all know what it is. We're going to go ahead and get the preliminaries out of the way. Y'all know who this is. My brother from another mother, Mr. Dumbo, Mr. Lions Den, Mr. On the Come Up, Mr. Keep Going. How y'all give it up for our bro, Alxndr Hall. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? What's going on? Make sure the mic on.
What's happening?
I don't know, man. You gotta know, trucking through the week, man.
Got to keep on pushing.
We gotta work on that. I already got an idea.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be fly.
Okay.
It's gonna be fly.
Yeah, working. You know what I'm saying? We just doing a little, doing a little something.
Let's up.
We got a record out right now, man. Diamond.
Yes, sir.
It's my dog. Born to Save is out right now. Yeah.
Man, that's doing nice, man.
Thank you. Linked up with Kingdom Revival Records. Shouts out to Kingdom Revival Records, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Up there in Ocala, man. So linked up with them. Possible. What's up?
You know what? As a matter of fact, we're going to put the video at the end of this clip.
Oh, for sure.
Make sure you send it to me.
1,000%.
Yeah. So y'all going to get to check it out. Born to Save from our bro, Alxndr Hall, man. Y'all get to check it out. So make sure y'all stay tuned when we cut off. So the video's going to be playing towards the end. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. It's a dope record. So back to you, sir.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Mr. Trucking through the week.
This is our platform. We can do what we want to do.
Straight like that.
Diamond had me working on some stuff, and then he was like, "Bro, I want to bless the label with this right here." So he said, "If I send you a beat today, how fast can you get it back to me?" I was like, "Oh, well, just send it to me and I'll work on it." I said, "I'm gonna start working on whatever." So he sent me the record, and then like a day and a half, I went to the studio, laid it down, and then I came back the following few days, and then Mama came with me, and she helped actually shoot. Like she was actually shooting with some of the. We couldn't use some of the scenes because the phone footage wasn't matching with the camera footage. But she was shooting some of the scenes, and then she had the iPad, and she was making sure she was like doing the words, so I can, cause I don't know the words of the song. So
Right, you just wrote it.
You just wrote it. Literally.
Right. So I'm in there. She looking. She like. She was scrolling up like that.
God, dog it.
You had one job. No,
That's what's up, man. Teamwork. That's what's up.
make the
man.
dream work, baby.
Diamond was doing that. He telling both of us what to do. You know, he a pilot, so he like, do that. You know what I'm saying? So she hitting record, then she doing that. So it was a different experience, man. So shouts out to Kingdom Revival Records, man. Shouts out to Diamond as a typical, man. Born to Save is out right now. It's dope. I get the kids like it. They be singing it, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So we getting good responses on it.
That's dope.
Not doing it for the likes and stuff like that.
Right.
It's actually doing it for
Exactly. It's Christmas time. It's
Christmas time.
What
You know,
the
Jesus is the reason for the season. You know what I'm saying? So that's a dope song, man. Dropped at the right time.
is.
So yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And you know what? Fun fact. Diamond, he when he made the beat, he named the beat "Born to Save." So he was like, "Bro, I got this beat called "Born to Save, man. I'm gonna send it to you." All right. And then he said, "So what the song about?" I said, "Born to Save." He said, "For real?"
You named it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So Born to Save is out right now, produced by Dominant Certifico.
Yes, sir.
Once again, North
That
Cape.
thing hot.
We are on the way.
way.
Shouts out to Kingdom Revival Records, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Y'all go check that out, man. Stream it, download it, listen to it, put it in your playlist. I'm sure you're gonna love it because we love it. It's a nice record, man. That's what's up, man. But we excited, man. Got another fire episode for you guys on tonight, but y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know this guy to my right, your left, my brother from the same mother.
Big Bag.
Mr. Big Bag.
All day.
Big Dub.
Gonna ride.
Mr. Van got it.
Gonna
I
slide.
can go get it,
Gotta go.
but I always have it.
Right now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All the way live.
1,000.
Y'all give it up for my bro, man. Y'all give it up for Boy Wonda.
What's happening?
What's up, man?
Blueprint Nation, man. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. Got some great news. Can't share it right now, but it's going to be excellent. It's funny how the consistency of what you do and just continue to do it no matter what it looks like or what kind of year you have. Each year it gets bigger, and in this new transition and the new season, it's crazy how when you lean into God's purpose, the more the thing that you're not chasing after, you're just purposing in it. It gets bigger. So it's just, man, I'm excited for what me and the camp got coming up, touring wise, and then also just music wise, and so and then just sharing other gifts that I have that a lot of people may not know I have. So I'm just being fruitful, bro. I'm just being purposeful and fruitful. That's it. Making sure I don't waste nothing inside of here. That's it.
Mrs. Bag, how is she doing?
Hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? I think she's doing grand. What's up, baby? How you doing? Yeah. Speak those things as though they
Speak it
already
into
were.
existence.
You already know, Mrs. Big Bad. You
I
heard
got you
me?
plus one on them, man.
You already know. Hey, we
I
got
got
we
my man plus one.
we got a wedding date to go to. You heard me?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, let's put your faith in action for real.
For real. You know what? You know that's what I appreciate about us. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm just gonna push you just a little bit.
just a little bit.
I put you on the guest list with a plus one.
Yeah. Hey, so you found anybody yet?
Huh? Oh Lord.
Just like the kids in the back seat. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? But I appreciate that though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have brothers like that.
Yeah,
You
for
gotta
sure.
have a connection like that with friends, family, your close ones, loved ones that believe with you. You know what I'm saying? That want to see that for you. So that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause we be over here,
This is
MA, shifting
happening,
all the way.
Yeah, I need
He
one of
big,
them hoodies
bro.
too, man.
He make you
I
think
gotta,
different.
I gotta get some more printed.
I'm trying to buy one for sure.
Print it up, man.
That thing be crispy. When it fresh off the press.
Oh man.
What?
Bro, that thing be crispy.
I'm ready for that blue one though.
Man.
I want that.
I like the white and the black ones. I like the
I like the black one.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause the black, white, and red it pop. The blue, it's like, man, that's dope.
Yeah.
But the black is like that pop.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah,
So, but it just be funny though. It's cause when I be out and like everybody be looking, And be like, I just have to open up a conversation. They just sit there and just look at you.
Like a dead
And
head.
then you have a couple. Oh man, I love that shirt. Then
I think Gray hit too. I think Gray would too.
You know what I was just telling Doug because I was doing. I ain't even posted them yet. I had did some advertising pieces, so I was gonna do like some set up like for pre-orders. So because of the cost and everything, so it's like that kind of shave all that down. So I just do pre-orders versus having a bunch of inventory, then have to, hustle and sell it. So, but and I was going through the shirts, and I was like, ooh, so I think I may do a special edition. So I ain't made up my mind 100% yet, but with that Carolina blue.
Ooh.
When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, that look good with that white and red. It actually look good." And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You can do like a special edition." I said, "That's a good idea."
Exactly.
That Carolina blue. I was like, "Ooh, that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit good."
It is.
Yeah, that's gonna hit good. And I still got that other one I got to do with the just the logo itself, with the established and date on it. So I still got to do that. Now that to me that'll probably rock more on a hoodie. I mean it'll look good on the shirt, but I'm looking at it just I'm like that it's really gonna rock on a hoodie. Yeah, so it's hoodie season. So yeah, go to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop motivated apparel and pre-order a hoodie
Right now.
right now.
Don't wait.
Not now, but right now.
And if you need it in another language, ahora mismo.
So, yeah, man, can y'all believe, man, we about a couple weeks out, we gonna be staring January in the face?
Yes.
I can't believe. I'm trying to wrap my head around. I'm thinking, okay, people will be. It's Christmas time. It's the end of the year. People will start with their bull junk. It get worse. But like,
it get worse.
It's just, oh my gosh, like
It get worse.
I'm like, hold on. So you mean to tell me the whole work year of 365 days, the January start, you still snitching? It's December? Oh my gosh, what's up, people? Just be blowing me, bro. You snitching all year. That junk be blowing me, bro. That junk be blowing me.
He said
snitching.
consistency, my friend.
Oh my God.
Persistence, my friend.
That junk be blowing me.
Hey, well, at least he consistent.
That junk be blowing me.
And at least you know what you're going to get.
And we always talk about consistency, right? At least he consistent. Man.
He in his lane.
He sure is.
He's staying in his lane.
He don't find his sweet spot.
Anyway, back to what you were saying, bro. This junk be blowing me.
But yeah, man, we have a couple weeks out, man. We gonna be staring January in the face, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anything y'all guys got, something that you're looking forward to? Just gonna go and slide that out there. Cause I'm gonna tell you, like, for me, it's like going back to y'all gotta check it out if y'all ain't looked at it yet. But it's like having expectations with no expectations.
Oh, I got you, yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm going into 2025 I'm open with God. What this your year? What you want me to do?
Yeah.
I ain't fit to write no plans. I'm just being real. I ain't fit to write down. If I know without a shadow of a doubt that it ain't come from Him, and it's just me, this is what I want, this is what I desire, it ain't nothing wrong with that. But where I am right now, it's all of God right now. Because at the end of the day, it's His purpose that's going to prevail. And it was funny because when I was telling y'all I had to, deliver the message last night. So when it talks about over in Matthew 25, where it talks about the parable of the talents, right? Mm-hmm. Each one of the guys, well, we don't know if they was guys or girls, but each one of the ones that was given the talents that multiplied it, Scripture says, when at the end of that verse, of each one of them taking it and multiplying it, then they receive the joy of the Lord. That's where I am.
Yeah.
I want to take what he give me and multiply it so I can continue to walk in the joy of the Lord. Because at the end of the day, the money don't matter, the fame don't matter, your name don't matter. None of that stuff don't matter if you ain't got no joy in your life. I think a lot of times people are just chasing stuff because they're trying to fill a void. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have to, if I got it, I don't have to flaunt it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's I said, well, no, I ain't gonna do that. There's some people that I follow on social media. It's like, oh man, I did this or I did that. I'm like, where's that person mentally? Mm-hmm. Not saying that you can't, I guess, rather in your glory in your accomplishments. I'm not saying that, but it's just like, everybody's in different places, but it's like, I don't think I'll ever be that. Me personally, I don't think I'll ever be that person. Like, you don't know what I'm going to have. I could be sitting on $20 million, but you won't know it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's so for me, I'm just going to be like, it's like, God, whatever you want, man. I'm just going to, it is what it is. It's what you want me to do. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to cut out. What you want me to start.
There we go. There we go.
You know what I'm saying? That's
what you want me to cut out?
What you want me to cut out? What you want me to you know what I'm saying? So that's just me. That's me. I'm just putting it out on the table to start our conversation tonight. So that's just I'm still in that place. I ain't left there yet.
I don't think I ever plan on leaving that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think for me, it's more so of continuing making a space for God to take resonance and reign and be Lord of my life. And it seems like the more I lean into the directions and where He got me going, the more things that I'm purposed in amplifies. Mm-hmm. And it's not doing that just to amplify, but it's doing that to make sure that the relationship is always parallel, eye to eye. Mm-hmm. For me, bro, it's just, even when you were saying how you cleared the vision board, for me, it was just kind of opposite, because it was just like, I was writing down what I know I needed to not only see, but wanting God to move in. Mm-hmm. And so just having that and still be mindful, it's okay to make plans, but just to make sure you check in with the Creator. So I'm just in a place of, bro, I want what God has for me, and I just want my relationship flourishing with Him. Mm-hmm. That's like my ultimate goal, my ultimate heart, and just being able to be the version of what He desires me to be. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's I think it's imperative that we evolve as humans, as God's creation. You know what I'm saying? I don't think He created us to be the same. So when a person looks at, when somebody says, well, in a negative manner, because in a negative manner to the point to where it's like, man, you changed, you ain't. It's like, yeah, I changed. You should too. You should be growing. You should be evolving. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be doing the same thing at 40 that you was doing at 18. It don't make sense. So people should be able to see some sense of maturity upon you. Because at the end of the day, God made you to be fruitful. God made you to multiply. That's what He told us when He created us. As He said, you subdue, control the earth. I've given you dominion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And multiply. These are the things that we're supposed. So God has given each of us. Just like going back to the story of the talents. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When you read that scripture, He says that He gave each one severally to their ability. Yeah. So when He gave them that, He already knew what their ability was when He gave them the talents. So man, it's almost kind of like an oxymoron. You know, it's like people's expectations of you can be good in a way, and I'm gonna say that because sometimes we said sometimes don't put expectations on people, but sometimes it can be good. And I'm gonna say because I was in class. I don't think I shared this with y'all, and been in ministry. I've been at this church for 20 years, so just look at that as a ground floor. So, people look at me because of where I've been and who I've been up under, and they expect certain things from me. And we was in class one Sunday morning. I was doing one of the classes. We do these classes every few months. So it was a class that I hadn't taken that I signed up for. And so one of my buddies, and we had to do something. We had an assignment. We had to talk about something. I don't remember what it was, briefly. And but it wasn't like easy. And so one of them was like, "Oh, we expect that from you," and it kind of threw me. And then everybody in the class was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah," and I was like, and it kind of threw me. It was like, because they've listened to me speak before, they've listened to me preach before, so there's a certain level of an expectation that when Mike grabs the mic, they know what's coming, even when you don't know what's coming. But there's a certain bar that has been set that the expectation is he finna bring something, because that's just in his nature to do that. But in my mind, I'm like, man, I don't know what. I'm like, Lord, what I'm finna say, what I'm finna do, how I'm finna put this assignment together in my mind. But when people put that type of that's a good expectation. You know, because when I look at like the things, and I was kind of looking at some stuff that I had just put together for the basketball team that we got going on this weekend, and that comes from, like I always say, like, put yourself in a position to be of value, resourceful. You know what I'm saying? You want people to be able to count on you. Now, you don't want to be the top of the food chain, because everybody's always counting on you, and just like you ain't got nobody to count on. But when you can be a person of value and a person that's resourceful, that is a gift like no other. That is a gift like no other. It's a gift and a burden almost at the same time, because you the person that gets stuff done.
Exactly.
Because you put yourself in a position to get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? And so when I look at that story of the talents, man, them guys was already had the ability. So it's like their leader, their boss, knew what they was able to do. So he gave them. So it's almost like I gave you this already knowing what you was gonna do with it.
Yep.
When you think about it, it's kind of crazy, because then the one that had the one talent that buried it, he got punished. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I gave this according to your ability, but I expect a return on my investment. So, in having expectations with no expectation, it's like I'm expecting God to have a return on his investment, but I can't tell you what it is yet. That's just like when you put your money into an investment account, you don't know how much it's going to grow, but you know it's going to grow. Now, depending upon what type of investment you put it in, then there's a possibility of loss. So, and I think with God, that's the type of investment it is, because you're going to lose when it's him.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, because there's certain things you got to let go in order to go up. So that there is loss there.
Man.
So in a sense, it's losing and gaining it, simultaneously, because you got to let certain stuff go in order to gain what he wants you to gain. And so I just think, man, as we continue to harp on these next couple of weeks, that it's very imperative to be kind of dialed in, because a lot of times we can be dialed out because of the holidays. We get caught up with all the glitz and the glam of Christmas and buying gifts and spending time with family, and that's the important part, spending time with the family. But really take this time to like dive into who you are. You know what I'm saying? Who you are and who you are becoming at the same time. When I look at the word prepare, the word prepare means to become. And then it also means come to be. I thought about that, bro. It's like when I look at like what I'm going through in this season, just figuring things out and figuring out, you know, what it is that I might have to let go in this season to kind of go up. You know, maybe something that I don't want to, but I have to. You know, there's things that we don't want to, but we have to do. Yeah. It's imperative for your growth, man. So once again, that's kind of like where I am. Like, and the crazy, and I ain't gonna even say the scary part, but the crazy part is not knowing how long you're gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you said a mouthful.
Bro, right now is not the time to be raccooning and peacocking.
Bro came from the back porch with that one. Okay, explain thyself, sir.
Coming from the house.
Right now.
Coming from the house. Every time you see a raccoon, every time I see a raccoon, this thing is always heading towards or leaping out and hanging around some type of trash. Sneaking. Looking. Looking. I see you over there sneaking around the trash can. It's a raccoon, man. And then every time you see a raccoon, it's never a good report. Oh, look at the cute raccoon. Go get the broom. Let's get it from around here. Get him from around here.
Raccoon get cute little rabies.
Or don't get close to him. I was about to say that. Or don't get close to him, 'cause boy, whoo.
Rep
That ain't gonna be so cute.
Hey.
Rep all bad. Hang around trash. Heading toward trash or coming from trash. Now ain't that time. It's not that time. I'll be peacocking, showing off. Showing off everything.
Right.
Shimmering. Now ain't that time.
Right.
Nope.
Like, why do you think when you in elementary school, you got a whooping for outburst? I know, okay, I can't say y'all know me. I know I just get a whooping for outbursting in class. My mom would tell me, stop distracting other people. Stop distracting other people. Man. Like, I'm mad at you because you are so far gone and you not trying to get it right. You're actually trying to make sure other people don't get it right.
Dang.
That's good.
Stop making them stumble. Stop being a part of the other side that's not trying to get it right.
Yeah.
So now ain't the time to be raccooning and peacocking. Whole bunch of raccoons and peacocks. Showing off. That's good. Females showing off, trying to get the dude. Stop distracting him. Go get your mind right. Dude showing off, trying to distract. Go get your mind right, bro. Stop trying to attract the wrong thing. The same thing you talking about, man, these girls ain't no good, man. You are trying to attract the same thing that you say ain't no good.
Yep.
I can't find it. Ain't no, these guys ain't no. You are attracting the same thing you say that you don't want. Stop hanging around trash. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You tuned into the same frequency.
it ain't
For
gotta
real.
be. It ain't. Look, it can be. I had to check me. The YouTube junk when they be trying to highlight the girl, the popping the balloon. Like, stop,
Bro.
Stop looking at that. Like, stop.
Bro.
X that stuff out
Take it on my
because it's and everybody got their own thing where they were looking at. We be hanging around.
He's so shallow.
Bro, that's
Bro, you said a mouthful, bro.
The kiddie pool.
Bro, I can't hang around trash. I can't be eating out the garbage can in this season, bro.
it's not even. Look, it could be at work.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a representation of anything.
Anything.
Anything just that's stinky.
Anything that's not nutrient to where you're going.
Yeah, that's not productive. That's not conducive for where you're going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If a homeless person eating out of garbage can is using that because they view that and see that as their only option, when it's really not. Because it took me a while. Because once I got into the point of ministry to where we was, you know, it was my first experience rodeo dealing with the homeless population. So, you know, heart going out, you know, you're trying to do everything to help them, you know, just going all out. Then after a while, I started noticing a pattern. And then the pattern was everybody got a story because this ain't what you wanted. Something conditionally happened and you allowed it to place you in that situation. Regardless of how bad it was, it placed you in that situation. So now you're hearing everybody's story. But then people start pulling on your heartstring. And so you start reaching out more. And then the more they start pulling on your heartstring, the more I notice these people don't want no help. They don't want no help because they're telling you about a story how this happened, that happened, can't nobody do, you know. And then there were multiple times, bro, it was like, hey, man, I can meet you at the library in the morning. We get you set up, get you cleaned up, get you clothes for a job interview. We'll work everything out. I'll go down to the missions with you. I don't know what they got now, but I knew back then that, hey, you can go down there, get on the computer, apply for a job. They'll help you out. Say, oh, you know, to get back there tell them what time to meet you the next morning. No show. Get running to them, you know, out there doing the things, you know. Same story, no show. So it's not your only option. You chose that as your only option.
Yep.
Because the help that was there to help you, you turned it away because why? You didn't want no responsibility. So it all circled back to once you start learning, once I got really deep into ministry and dealing with homelessness, it all circled back around to a mindset and a mentality that they didn't want to accept the responsibility of life. Yeah. So they'd rather panhandle the rest of their life. So when we're talking about raccooning and stuff like that, it's like that's their nature. It is not human nature for you to be homeless.
Nope.
That is a choice, regardless. Because if you really want the help, you will go get the help. And I can say that because, once again, I've been in that part of ministry. You know what I'm saying? And then you begin to realize patterns in people. And it's like, yeah, you might be in a bad situation right now where you ain't got nowhere to lay your head because you're up on that bridge, but that's still a choice because I told you I can get you showered up, I can get you cleaned up, you ain't got to worry about no clothes, I'll take care of that. Just meet me here tomorrow morning and we'll put something together, we'll help get you back on your feet, and you chose not to show up. There's so many people out there that are wanting things, but you're still not showing up for them. That's crazy. That's just like what we was talking about last week. Professor, test, sent the email out, 70 plus students, nobody opens up the email. And the average score on the test was a 70. Average. So that means a lot of kids failed that test. Because they didn't open up, they didn't show up. They didn't show up. So for 2025, man, I got to show up. Whatever that looks like with God, I got to show up. If God wakes me up 5 o'clock in the morning, I got to show up. If he wakes me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I got to show up. Because I'm the one that said I wanted this. We can't say we want stuff and then don't show up when it shows up at an inconvenient time. Because you can't tell an opportunity when and where to show up. You just got to be ready when it do. So what happened when God knocks on your door for an opportunity at 3 o'clock in the morning? Here, write this down. Don't make sense now, but I'm going to give you a little bit now, give you a little bit later, then you're going to put the puzzle together.
Man, I got postcards. When I was, because I'm reading Kingdom.
With Tony Evans?
Book by Tony Evans. and the portion of the book when he was talking about how one of his strongholds was work. So he was talking about how to break strongholds and stuff like that. So he was saying how when he go in his office, he got sticky notes and writings and stuff like that, and he'll be studying those things with the Bible when he puts stuff into books and stuff like that. And it's crazy because if you go in my room right now, I got blank like index cards, and I got like little phrases and sentences on them. And I know, and I feel like I know what some of the stuff is, but when I read that he does the same thing, I was like, okay, God, that's okay. I know this stuff ain't no. I know this is not for no reason. But when you're doing stuff like that, you have to be hyper locked in because it won't come together if you don't tune everything out and lock completely in. Right now, it's hibernation time. In order to show up, you got to go down to show up.
Bro.
Facts.
That you can't, there's no way, and let's go literal, there's no way you can get up at 3 a.m. and get up ready to go if you don't go to bed around 7 or 8 o'clock. That means when everybody else just getting crunk at 8 o'clock, finna go out, 7 o'clock, you taking a shower, you finna go to sleep. Your house getting quiet. Or the house can be whatever. You in your room, he going to bed, leave him alone, let everybody know what you got going on because you got something that you doing, you know what I'm saying? So, who called me? Who called me the other day? Saturday night, Diamond was with the fam. He called me at 9 o'clock. He was in Busch Gardens with the lights and stuff like that. He had the whole fam out there. He said, bro, everybody, hey, bro. What? I said, yo, what's up, bro? He said, bro, you laying down? He said, bro, it's Saturday. It's 9 o'clock. I said, yeah, bro, I'm laying down, bro. I said, I'm finna get up in the morning, come in, Doug, be up at 5:30, so I get up at 4, then pick him up by 5:30, we're in the gym. So I said, yeah, bro. He said, dang. Well, anyway, everybody got their own
Malfunction. Right.
So everybody got their own thing going. You feel me? So that's how I be. So that's when
it's
people,
time to play, it's time to play. When it's time to work,
it's
time to work.
You know, so when people respect what you got, okay, well, hey, I'm calling it on tomorrow then. All right, that's how I go. So it's hibernation. Hibernation. Meerkats and bears. Bro, when you watch Animal Planet, you meerkat is right. Timon is a meerkat from Lion King. When one pop their head up, you'll blink, you'll see 5 of them pop their head up. All family. Unison. Meerkats popping out. Meerkats are extremely family oriented, bro. Meerkats are extremely family. Bro, it's like they have a generational tunnel. You know how they build generational homes? They got a big old tunnel. Grandma and great-grandma and great-meerkat. All of them in there. All of them in there. You know what I'm saying? All of them in there. One meerkat pop out, all of them pop out. Like, hey, it's 20 all in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for real.
You know what I'm saying? So, meerkats and bears, bro, now it's time to hibernate. It's time to hide. Right now it's time to hide, bro. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to whatever.
Yeah.
Let me focus on what I got to focus on. Let me get my thoughts right. Let me prune this off. Let me prune that off. Let me spend time with my family. Let me spend time with my youngest. Let me spend time with my girl. Let me spend time with my God.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that, man, because it's crazy when it comes to hibernation. When you look at like certain animals or insects, like even the ant, you know what I'm saying? They move a certain way because, you know, even with the hibernation, it's like they're asleep for such a long period of time.
Yeah.
But they prepared themselves for that moment.
Yeah.
Or that season. Because what happens is, how you gonna sleep and hibernate and rest for that long period of time? No food. They store it up. The ants, they store it up. I didn't realize that the camel, I forgot I had researched it in so long, because when I heard about it, I had to go do my research on it. because with their humps and stuff, they're able to retain the water, so they can go for a large amounts of time without no water because it's already in them. It didn't just get in them; they prepared themselves to put that. And you know what I'm saying? And so it's there for when they need it, and then when they got to replenish, then they go do what they got to do. So it's like, what are you preparing for your next season? Even though you may not even know what that looks like, even though you may not even know what it is, but what the thing is, are you prepared to grow? Are you prepared to receive what you want to come into your life? A lot of y'all want relationships that you ain't even ready for.
Oh, Lord, don't go there because they're going to get mad because they're going to think they is, but they ain't.
Bro, I had to do it. You took, bro, going back to the balloon show, dog. Bro, I don't know if you've seen the last one. It's just a recent one. It's actually a Christian dude on up. I mean, first of all, why you on that show? Because of how he's responding to the females. Like, he's on the show, got like a sweater on, and it says something about I'm a believer or something to that nature. Jesus, I believe, whatever it is. He coming hard. I mean, that's his preference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you that gung-ho about Jesus, why you on that show, dog? If you, cause like he's shooting them down. Like he's shooting them down. So, and the one young lady, so he asked, like he get pilot vibes. Like he coming straight direct. He ain't you'll believe you, bro. He ain't cracked a smile or nothing. Like, and I understand it's just a little 30-second clip. I understand that, but still, like he coming hard. So he asking the young lady all these questions. How's your relationship with God? Blah, blah. And the girl was honest. She was like, you know what? I grew up in the church, got away from the church, did my thing, and now I'm finding my way back to God. I go to Bible study every week, church. She's on the road. Bro, that wasn't good enough for him. So, and once again, that's his preference. He says, so where I am in my walk with God, I need somebody more mature in that walk with God. So I'm like, wait a minute. So you just dismissed this young lady because she's not where you at in your relationship with God. It ain't the fact that she don't have no relationship with God.
But
She's just not where you at with your relationship with God. Because she ain't saying nothing off the wall. She ain't dressed skanky. She, you know what I'm saying? It just, and it's like, bro, you're not even prepared for what you're looking for. Because first of all, if you that gung-ho about your relationship with God, why you on a secular show? So a lot of time we're thinking we're prepared for the things that we want, and we really not. So it's like, man, what are you preparing for? Are you really willing to put in the work to prepare? I can't expect the harvest if I don't plant the seed. And guess what? The seed goes down before it goes up. I like when you came in with that. That's what my mom went.
Yeah.
When you plant that seed, the seed go down before it comes up.
It sure do.
Yeah, if you want to show up, you gotta go down first. Like, there's no way you can go hard without. Even when here's the thing, God is so powerful. He's so progressive, to where even when we're sleeping, our bodies is working the hardest at preparing at healing itself. I'm laying there in the covers, wrapped up, asleep, but my body is working. My heart's still beating, testosterone is being made, all type of whatever I was lifting that day, my muscles are being
recovering.
It's recovery. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's
There's also a certain level of training with the preparation and awareness that you have to have, because you got to know what you're exactly preparing and training for. So I had wrote down a couple of things before a while back. One of the first things was, don't revert to the very thing that caused you to lose everything. It's like, what was that one thing that caused you to get off track, to not be focused? What was that one thing that caused you to slack, to lack what you know you could be better in? And then another thing was information changes lives, revelation changes generations. So
Hold on.
if
Say that again, bro.
Where'd you get that from?
I came across a quote on somewhere, I just wrote it down.
Because I wrote that a long time ago.
Because I remember I wrote this down and came across something. I didn't write that. But
You know, I'm trying to remember when
because we talked about it in a different podcast.
I wrote that as a post. I put that up as a post. And I didn't get that from them. It was just a revelation God gave me. Because, you know, because I heard of a lot, you know, and I would just hear a lot of the quotes, information changes lives, information changes lives. And then I was just thinking about it, I was like, that's a partial truth. Because
You gotta do something.
you got to do something with the
do something.
information.
You gotta do something with it.
Because what's the original saying you hear? I know. Okay, well, if you know, why won't you apply what you know? Why are you holding on to what you know? Because you know you got to do the work, and you don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
You literally know what it takes, but you don't want to do what it takes.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R8 28 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to stop your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
Bro, when you're talking about preparing, you're talking about you're preparing for something. Biblically, you're preparing for a harvest, whatever that looks like. You know what I'm saying? When you are preparing, it's like, I'm not going to wait for the expectancy of what I want to see or what I want the arrival of to enter into my life. I'm going to move towards it. When the bride marries the groom, right? Even though the groom is waiting for the bride to come, but the groom had to position himself for the bride to come.
Preparation.
Because if the groom don't position himself for the bride to come, then there's no wedding. There's no ceremony. You know what I'm saying? So there's always a moving towards, so you can have all the information, and but if you don't do nothing with it, it serves you no purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because
It's just hoarded information.
that's all it is.
That's it.
That's all it is, man. And so when you get revelation of the information, most people that I know that deals in revelation, they're actionable people.
Yeah. Original.
They're not, and this is my personal experience. Most people that I know, most people that deals in that realm where and a lot of it's from ministry, you know what I'm saying, that deals with the realm of revelation and will say some things that is biblically sound, but it will have you challenging your theology because that's what they do. Certain positions, and the Bible says he gave us apostles, prophets, teachers, evangelists, pastors, for a reason, for the perfecting of the saints, for a reason, for the mature. So they have giftings and anointings that you don't have. And so when you don't understand those ministries or never experience those ministries, then you would think they were crazy or something like that. But because they deal in revelation, certain callings deal in revelation. Most of the people that I know that deal in revelation, bro, they're very actionable people. They're not people that just get a bunch of information and just sit on it.
Yeah.
There's a revealing that it unlocks something. And they're movers, they're shakers. They're not sitting on information. But most of the people that I know that are revelatory, they're not sitting on information.
They're punctual.
They're actionable. They're doing stuff. They're moving. They're shaking. They do. You know what I'm saying? They move the needle for real. You know. So when you say, "Oh, my information changes lives, but revelation changes generation," that means somebody's moving. When something is revealed to me. When that information is given to me, there's a revelation that I receive from that information that caused me to move, even when I didn't want to.
It's a level of urgency.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Okay, so all right, so here's the thing, right?
Man, y'all done got me wound up.
So right now, this is a fire extinguisher. What I'm finna say.
Put the fire out.
All right,
Let's go.
So check this out. Right?
Angel advocate.
Angels out there. Right, so, no, but for real. So when people who get revelation, right, and they're movers and shakers, and they start to progress. Once you start to progress, you're the one who's acknowledgeable, and you're the one who's held accountable. So when you're dealing with people who are not progressing, unfortunately, this is the sucky part what I'm going to say. Since you're the one who has, I don't want to say been on the potter's wheel longer, but since you're the one who was more aware around it, it's your responsibility to try to understand where you are and the ones who are around you. And we have to understand that just because you're progressing, your partner might not be progressing. So when you're coming from this angle and they're not, you can't be offended when they respond to you from a person who's not moving in the same direction that you're moving.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point to make.
Therefore, because that's how you keep the love for people. Because if not, you'll be around here isolated. They don't. Nobody. Well, it's you know he not gonna get it because you see he not trying to get it. But do you still love him?
Right. Exactly. And you damage relationships like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's an excellent point to bring that up.
So I'm just so while we're moving forward in 2025 and we're making adjustments that we need to make, we can't just be tossing people out. That it's not our job to toss you out, but it is my job to switch gear and keep moving. Now, if you want to stay on the second gear, you can stay on the second gear, but we'll do what you got to do. But I'm finna hit the next gear because I gotta keep up with traffic, and we still cool. So therefore, you can hit me on the cell phone when you get time. But I'm gonna keep moving with the traffic. So, but you can't you can't get mad when they don't respond to things how you respond to things when they don't grasp what you're grasping because they're not trying to move at the moment. Not the same speed as you, but not even the same direction as you. So when it comes from crazy junk, you have to expect and respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that goes when I did that leadership conference with FCA. I did them 3 days for the students, right? And I hit on a lot of that, talking about becoming not just a ordinary leader, but how do we become transformational leaders? You know, people that transform lives. You know, and so it don't just happen. You don't just become a transformational leader. What does that look like? So, and one of the things I talked about was exactly what you're saying. Like, in order to be a transformational leader, number one, you have to understand who you are and where you are, as well as who the person that you're working with, who they are and where they are. So I talked about different characteristics of different types of personalities. And within that, I began to ask the kids, I say, well, which one, because I had like 3 different categories. So I say, well, do any of y'all see yourselves in one of the 3 categories? Everybody 100% said a resounding yes. They can pick themselves in one of them. And I said, it's not only important to know who you are and where you are, I said, but in order to lead effectively, you have to know where the people that you're working with, because now you know how to handle them, because you can't put expectations on them that they can't handle and they don't have the capabilities to handle.
I learned that a couple weeks ago.
This hit me right here. Yeah, I know, and parents do this the worst. Nobody wants to follow you when you make someone feels like they're stupid. Stop making people feel like they're stupid. Just because they're not responding the way that you would respond to something, or just because that they don't think about something the way that you think about it, or just because that they might not be using all the tools in their toolbox at the moment. It doesn't mean that they're stupid. So, like, how we respond to people's, the quote unquote, what we think is inadequate is out the window. Like, we have to be mindful and be careful of how we treat people when they respond how we wouldn't respond.
Yeah.
Because it's our job, it's my job to know you finna respond crazy.
And if I know you finna respond crazy, then guess what? I can't cause a scene because that's what I expected.
Because you
I knew that.
shot in a heartbeat.
My job is not to respond to what you said. It's not my job. 'Cause I know you finna say something off the charts, right? You know what I'm saying? My job is to prompt you in the right direction. So I'm not responding to what you said. My job is to immediately give you something else to feed off of. Immediately. Not responding to what you said. So I'm not trying to make you feel like you stupid or you dumb.
Exactly, because here's the thing: you're dealing with a wide range and variety of people, personalities, characteristics. So you don't know what that person have been exposed to if they did not communicate that to you.
And parents do it. Parents do it. Not a lot of parents do it when their children respond different from what they expect their children. Because you raise your children. Why you did that? You don't think? Stop talking to them like they're stupid.
Well, sometimes sometimes it's not always in the fact that they're stupid or talking to them. It's like I didn't raise you that way.
Yeah.
Or you know better, or it's but I'm glad you brought that up because it's a duality.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you do have, and we talk about this every week. So you do have people that are in leadership that makes people feel like they're inadequate. You know what I'm saying? That's a toxic workplace, and you don't want that. But then on the flip side of that, you do have those situations where it's like, where did you get that from? I didn't raise it, and so that, once again, that goes back to exposure creates experiences, both good and bad. You know what I'm saying? And prime example, bro, like I said, I left and I had to, I had saw what wife took out to cook for dinner tonight, and so I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because usually when she pull that, because I do the ground chicken a lot. So usually when we do the ground chicken, we doing tacos. So I was like, okay, cool, we having tacos tonight, right? So, but I was like, well, most of the time I do all the grocery shopping. So I'm like, well, I don't think we have taco stuff. So, but let's see, let me call her. I said, well, so I called her. I said, hey, babe, I just thought I'd call you. I saw you took the ground chicken out. We doing tacos tonight? She was like, oh, no. Some recipe she saw she was fit to do, but instead of using the ground beef, she was going to use the ground chicken. But it included rice and some other stuff. So it was like a gumbo or some stuff, whatever it was. So then she was like, wait, hold up, wait a minute. We just had rice the other night, didn't we? I was like, yeah. She was like, nah, we ain't going to do that. So she said, well, you want tacos? I said, yeah, let's do tacos. So I said, yeah, well, that's the reason I called, because then I'll go ahead and swing by the store. What I do, I just bring everything up to you at the job, and then you just take on, to the house, and then I just see you when I get home tonight. So she was like, yeah, that's cool. So I get there, right? So, I got everything that we get with the taco. So, of course, I buy 2 taco kits. So she was like, oh, well, we didn't need that. I was on the phone with you, and I said I'd go pick up the taco stuff. You said, okay, great. Now, one time did you mention, hey, babe, we don't need the taco kits.
We just need
the fixings.
Yep.
Baby, you did not communicate to me that. But in her mind, I was supposed to know that. Because you remember, I cooked tacos. Babe, I don't remember when the last time you cooked taco. It was a couple weeks ago. You remember?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember. so she's trying to make a case for her argument, but I'm like, you can't make a case for your argument. I was just on the phone with you now. about what the need was, and you're focusing on weeks ago of something that I was like, so, babe, you didn't communicate that to me. So had you communicated that to me, I wouldn't have bought the taco kits. So exposure creates experience. So I didn't get exposed to the right information
Which means you knew all along withholding information.
to create the right experience. You see, it's funny, but y'all got to see where we're coming from, because you are expecting things from people and situations, and you did not communicate what you wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you didn't communicate it to the point to where it ain't that you have to quote unquote dumb it down or whatever, but everybody receives and gives on different levels. So that's why it's important. You have to know the people that you're dealing with. And just because they're not in the same place that you are doesn't make them any less of an individual. You know what I'm saying?
Or any less value.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And a matter of fact, it's your duty to handle them.
Exactly.
Because
you're the one in that place.
Because you're the one in that place. Like the Bible says, don't come from a head, but he says something on the lines of correct me if I'm wrong. Like the man deals with his wife according to her to her knowledge, right? So it don't matter if she's here or whatever. If you come down here, y'all can do that. And you coming down here don't mean that you stop being where you at. When Jesus went to wash somebody's feet, he wasn't low. He was, matter of fact, he got even higher when he got down there. You dig what I'm saying? So like you dealing with people where they at, that's a part of preparing for where you're like. That's a part of preparing for where you're going. It's a major part, because the higher level you get, the more responsibility you're gonna have. You know what I'm saying? And those same 9 times out of 10, those ones who not where you at, those probably the ones who going most of the time they have they have your best interests at heart. They just not growing how you growing.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point to make. It's another good point to make.
They're not. You were made to be an orange. They were made to be an apple. Now I can squeeze you and get some orange juice. You can't squeeze no apple and get no apple juice. It's a process.
But you're both fruit.
It's a process to get the apple juice. So respect their process. Respect their process. You dig what I'm saying?
That's good. I like that.
Respect their process. Just because you can squeeze and get orange juice, it's a process to them, all right? So respect their process. But when you get the apple juice, it's sweet, though.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good juice once you get it.
That's a good analogy. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So
There's a little more steps.
there's a little more steps.
Just a little more steps.
It's a part of preparing to where you're going. It's taking inventory of who all is around you right now. And I hate to say it like this, but it's no, I'm gonna say it this way. What needs to be pruned off so I can have fresh fruit coming? Because the vine is not gonna change. No. My vine is not gonna change. Once you plant one vine, it doesn't change. If you want other types of grapes, you have to plant a separate vine. That's how it works, right? But once it's planted, the only thing you can do, I don't care if it's leaning over. If it's leaning over, only thing you can do is make sure you get the best type of clusters of grapes on that leaning vine. So prune what you can prune. When it's cold, shelter it. Do what you have to do. Right. Because when the next season comes, I know you're going to want some fresh harvest.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
Big bag.
Big bag.
Big bag. He the, you know what I'm saying? He the home run closer. He always be dropping the mic.
I think
that's good.
Just after listening tonight and just understanding where we are in life, like everybody have their moments.
Yeah.
Not everybody hit a home run all the time. Even the best players have their bad days, have a bad game. I think it's understanding and embracing your weaknesses and using your strengths to your advantage, because they both play a part in making you great. And everything isn't always at 100. Like a creative player.
Did it go up?
Yeah.
we back.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a creative player in NBA 2K. Everything 100.
Be treated like a mug.
What?
It'd be 105 to 20.
99 everything. 100 everything. But it doesn't. You have to work up to it. So
Yeah.
I think, man, understanding and being able to embrace your weakness will not only make you smarter, but it gives you leverage. It gives you an advantage to know, okay, if I work on this here, this will give me another asset in this area that enhances everything else that I'm capable of bringing forward and coming. So just embrace your weaknesses and don't just sit on them. Actually work it out. You know what I'm saying? Work them out just like you do a workout. You have to. If your left arm stronger than your right arm, that means you got to do some more. You know what I'm saying? To even that thing out. So just understand what it is that where you are, and just make the changes, and just be ready to work. Just be ready to do the work, because at the end of the day, that's what it all boils down to. You can know what to do, but if you don't apply what you know, there won't be no change.
Mm-hmm.
Just be the same person, season after season after season.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you say like with pruning, you still have to shape it how you want it to grow, how you want the new growth to come in.
That's good.
So you still have to prune it a certain way, because if you prune it wrong, it's not gonna grow back right, and it can stunt and shock the tree, or the plant or whatever it is you're growing. So you have to know what you're doing when it comes to growing. How much fertilizer, how much water. You already got water and calcium, so like.
Bro, keep going.
So like, I can just like use my job for example, right? So
I already
when
knew where the knowledge was coming from. Boy, they joking on
Yeah,
went
I
into the
can tell,
job.
yeah.
You like, ooh, boy, all right. Yeah.
So it's like, man, I've learned so much
Yeah.
to where there's certain ingredients that goes into growing a plant, and it's certain care, it's certain pruning, and it's certain maintenance that you have. So we have soap that we keep off from red mites, leaf miners, leaf rollers, also two spider mites. So if you don't spray and keep that covered and clean, as well as you're taking care of the plant and pruning and putting the right ingredients, fertilizer, miracle growth, calcium. I used calcium for a while, but then when we was like, well, the water itself coming from it and the mite, that's like pretty much the same. So it's like, well, just take calcium out, and they grow so fast. But if you cut it too quick, if you cut it in the wrong season, if you don't shape it like how you want it to grow out, it'll stunt the tree, and it can eventually die because of lack of maintenance, lack of care. So your weaknesses, what is it that you need to prune off? What do you need to work in order for that to be strong? Because at the end of the day, like even with Percy's project, she had a situation to where it really made the leaves yellow. It really was more pH than anything, and it was another thing that was going on that they added too much. But because of the proper care, she was able to get it to bounce back, and it looked like nothing ever happened to the tree. So it's a certain protocol that you have to follow. It's no different in life. There's certain protocols that you have to follow in order to get to where you're trying to go. Because if not, you'll stunt your growth. You'll shot the tree.
That's good.
That's what he said.
That's good. Well, that's a whole nother segment right there. We might have to circle back on that one.
Like don't allow anything to stunt your growth, man.
Yeah.
Don't.
Man, that's good.
That's it. I learned so much on that job, bro.
Powerful.
Even when he said cutting, you have to be careful how you cut stuff off.
Yeah.
Cause it's gonna grow that way. Oh my God. Yo.
You can't do people how you want to do them. You can't just. You have to be strategic when you releasing stuff.
Yeah.
Some stuff, Now, if you in a situation now, you messing with somebody, that thing extra toxic. Don't be trying to prolong it. Well, he might get better. He ain't getting no better. He not gonna get no better.
These prices are too high. You need to cut
Cuddy.
it.
This is not going too well. You need to cut it.
It's costing you too much. You need to cut
The
it.
only way it's going to get better is if both parties slide Jesus in the middle and let him work. That's when it's going to transform.
And
If that
gravitate
ain't
to
going
him.
on, it ain't going to better. Go and cut it off.
Yeah.
Cut it off like cable. Get Netflix.
Cable guy.
Get Netflix. You get that stream.
You're about to say, here's the stream.
Get streaming service. Cut it off. It ain't going to work.
You stupid.
Cut off, big dog. Cut off.
Oh, man.
Cut off. Shit.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yes. Yeah. Man, that's
real.
hey, man, we can't close out no greater way than that. So,
That's real.
Man. Hey, man, as we get ready to prepare for the holidays, man, y'all have a safe and Merry Christmas, man. Y'all and cherish the moments, enjoy your family, and take advantage of every opportunity. Remember, you got to prepare for the growth that you want to enter into your life. It's just not going to happen. So, you know, Dub ended us out with the best way. Don't forget, don't shut off the podcast just yet because we got a special surprise for you. Born to Save by our very own brother Alxndr is on the way. So y'all know how we like to end it. Shoot for the top because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different to be different, you have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Lately I've been trying to find a reason why to express to you exactly how I feel inside. There's no other name above you, set the standards high. Therefore I don't need the rush, so let me take my time. I'm not alone, have your way in this place. I can feel your presence falling like the snow in winter time. From NYC to ATL to MIA, you can have all the space you need, so let me step aside. Take a look inside. All you see is transformation with the naked eye. Head works to the hands, I feel like cutting ties. I'm on a different vibe, don't wanna socialize. I'm full of hope, I live in truth, my God is great. I'm sowing seed, my apple tree is on the way, yeah. I know my role, I read the script, I'm not afraid. You give your son, he came to die, born to save. I'm full of hope, I live in truth, my God is great. I'm sowing seed, my apple tree is on the way, yeah. I know my role, I read the script, I'm not afraid. You give your son, he came to die, born to save. I'm next in line for a miracle. Really big plans on the way. And I believe anything is possible. I trust in your road, I'm not ashamed. I'm next in line for a miracle. Really big plans on the way. And I believe anything is possible. I say it's possible, it's possible. I'm full of hope, I live in truth, my God is great. I'm sowing seed, my apple tree is on the way, yeah. I know my role, I read the script, I'm not afraid. You give your son, he came to die, born to save. I'm full of hope, I live in truth, my God is great. I'm sowing seed, my apple tree is on the way, yeah. I know my role, I read the script, I'm not